Alright. Hey surveys, welcome back to K-Pop Skulls. I'm Paige.
I'm Kate.
And we are back, guys, as always, making our way through a huge list of new comebacks and new releases. Up next, we're checking out &TEAM and their song Scent of You. So, during my solo binge, I actually watched their, I don't know if it's their debut or if it's pre-debut. Please let me know. But their song, Under the Skin. And I absolutely loved it so much. I played the song for her in the car, but it was also kind of low. So I don't know if you really heard too much of it.
Probably not.
So we're definitely gonna have to do another watch. Plus she hasn't seen the video, so I need to show her the video. But as we've said before, we did watch Island over on our Patreon, and we fell in love with all the boys on there. And 4 of those boys ended up being in &TEAM: Kay, Taki, Nicholas, and EJ. So super excited. I absolutely adored Under the Skin. That is such an amazing song, and I'm so excited to hear Scent of You. This is Kate's first official listen and check out of the boys. We will be checking out their profile afterwards because she doesn't know any of the other members other than those 4. But yeah, so I'm super excited for this one. Before we jump in, though, I'm gonna leave a link to our Patreon down below in the description box so you can check us out. We do live stages, drum directions, variety shows, dance practices. You can join our Discord. Basically everything you can do here on YouTube. We also post free videos over there for free guys, because we don't want to make you pay for things we give you free. That's just stupid. I'm getting there. It's there.
You keep making your cat jump.
Sorry, I'm losing it and I'm trying to get it back. We also, speaking of our Patreon, we're currently watching Run BTS, Produce 101 The Series Season 1, The Isaacs, Stronger with the Monsoon, Got 7 Star Carry. I have my own segment called Pint Size Retro Dramas of my own, movie reactions, album reviews, so much fun content going on over there, guys. Come over, it's a lot of fun. We also have a few open slots for new shows, so stay tuned and keep your eyes on the community tab for the information on that. And if you want to follow us over on Twitter, our handle will be on screen. We post every single day over there, videos dropping, so you can stay up to date what we're doing here on our channel. Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm excited. Here we go, guys. This is &TEAM. Scent of You. Sorry, I thought I was having a text, so.
I like shoelaces.
I'm excited. Ooh! Very funky. Nice. EJ!
See, I recognize those 2 right away. I'm surprised I
It
recognize
took him.
EJ.
Yes, EJ took me a second. Taki over there in the brown.
Taki looks the exact same.
Except for
Just the
short
short
hair,
hair.
yeah. No, so, but he grew up.
He's a tall Taki now.
Yeah.
Wait, he's improved so much.
Right? Ooh. Sir, the deep voice. I'm trying to recognize Nicholas. There's Nicholas over there. On the right. Him. In the middle.
Okay.
Looks at his face to know so much. I love how much Taki we're getting in this. Okay, sir. Oh my god. Sir. He's an issue for me. Because
he's sitting out to me now.
yeah, I remember him from the last video, and I was like, who are you? I don't remember names at this point. Not EJ. Nicholas. course, Nicholas is the rapper problem for me.
Of course.
This is so fun. I can understand why people would say like shiny vibes, just like the beat and the old school kind of vibe. But it's completely them. It's not shiny at all. So, sir, back to the foot
Back to the shoes.
and just walk off, sir. I like them a lot. I love them.
That was so catchy.
Yes. Auntie.
They got a little jingle.
Yeah, that's part of their logo, which is really cool. So this is your first official look at them.
It has. I love them.
Yeah.
I assumed I would. I
Yeah.
love all Hype's groups
I was
pretty much.
It's really funny. Like I'm like, Hype's like one of those companies where it's just like I love every single group that comes out.
They don't have a bad group.
They don't. There's only one group I don't like, and that's just
But they're a subsidiary.
yeah. But yeah, we should say under like between Hype Japan and the big hit labels, we should say. We don't count the other subsidiaries. But yeah. I was like I was blown away when we first checked out under this, like when I first checked that out, and I was like, holy shit. Okay, let's bring up their profile because we need to check out their names. I need to refresh the names and you need to see who's who. Oh yeah, I think this is when I had to like scroll like way down to find them. Because for some reason they're like there. Literally took forever. You'll also be surprised at who's the leader. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Okay.
Because I was surprised. I was like, oh really? I thought it would have been Kay.
Because Kay gave great leadership vibes in Island.
Yeah, we saw Kay as leader, so I was like, oh, he's leader? Okay. So yes, &TEAM is the final 9 members from And Audition the Howling. They are Kay, Fuma, Nicholas, EJ, Yuma, Joe, Harua, Taki, and Maki.
Taki Maki.
Yes.
They officially debuted December 7th.
Yes. So, their fandom name is Lune.
That's cute.
That I was like, because Wolves Moon makes so much sense. Luna, as in, yeah. So, EJ.
He's the leader?
Yes. EJ is leader. I was like, really, like, wow. Because we really didn't see much of EJ.
We didn't.
And obviously in Island, but we also didn't watch And Audition, so we didn't really get to see his leadership skills there. But yes. Fuma. He's got really pretty eyes. He is the sub leader.
That's cool. He's 6 feet.
Yes.
He's a
tall boy. He's one of the tall boys. Then we have our boy Kay, who we, like I said,
we know Kay.
I could recognize Kay in the dark, man. Like, which is really funny because at the beginning of the other video, Under the Skin, it's kind of dark looking and he's sitting there with his head down and I'm like, I can still recognize Kay. I was like, it's Kay. Like, I can literally recognize that man in the dark. So yeah, they don't have any other positions or anything like that yet for the other members. They only have the leader position. Nicholas. Like, look how thin his face looks. Mm-hmm. He looks so different. Like, Wang Yishang. He's Taiwanese. Yuma. Hello, Yuma. I want to think it might have been Yuma we were liking.
Maybe.
We'll have to look more. Nakakita Yuma. Joe. He's the one who reminds me of Nikki. From the side. The eyes and the side profile. He reminds me of Nikki so much. He likes cats. Harua. 2005. Taki! Like I said, he looks the same, but he also looks different.
He looks more mature.
That's what I'm like. This is literally what we talked about the entirety of Island with talking whenever we had criticisms of him. Like, he just needs more time.
He needed more baking in the oven.
Yeah, he needed to bake a little more. The Taki is done.
Your Taki's ready.
Like, he needed just a little bit more time and energy to grow into himself and to mature. And like I said, he took, what was it, about a year or two? A year and a half, I think.
Around there.
Yeah. To, go through and audition, to train a little bit more. And now that he's debuted, I'm like, you can see the difference and hear the difference in him. And I'm just so proud. Like I said, it was never against Taki, ever, because I'm like, I know we had conversation about this during Island, where we were, like, getting on Taki about it, and we're like, he's not ready. But it's like, it's because he was not ready. Now he is ready, and he's amazing. And we love him. And then Maki. Hello, Maki. I think he's the other one that was in the hat that I was like, holy crap, your voice. And he's the youngest.
Both their names are Ricky.
Yeah, that's why their stage names are different. Taki and Maki, because they're both named Ricky.
His father is German.
Yes, Japanese German. Yes, because he's the one who's got a little mole on, like, one of the sides of his face. And that's how I recognize him. And he also has a little bit more of a strong jaw, like a German jaw. But yeah, you can see, like, the more square. You can definitely
tell that he's mixed.
Yeah, and even his eyes are more Western. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he speaks English, Japanese, and German.
He's ranked 3rd as the naughtiest.
Per the members. Obviously, the youngest is going to.
Like the Maknae.
Yeah.
Naughty is your job.
I was going to say, Maknae, yeah. So I want to think it was Fuma for us who stood out to us.
I think it was.
Fuma.
After seeing all the faces.
Yeah, his looks like the most like the one that I remember seeing. So I think it's Fuma that both...
Yuma.
Oh, Yuma. Sorry. I want to say Fuma for some reason. Why do I keep saying Fuma? Was that another group?
Maybe.
My brain is so fried at this point, guys. If you've watched the past few videos, you see I've been struggling with words. So I apologize for saying his name wrong. It's Yuma. Yuma. Ugh. I'm literally losing my mind. Like, it's bad. Yuma is the one. Like, to be honest, going in, I didn't know who was going to be my bias. Like, who was going to stand out to me. Because, like, I already knew Kay was going to be an issue just because we loved Kay in Island. And then I'm like, I really did like Nicholas a lot. And then I was like, Taki and EJ. Like, we saw them, but we didn't get a lot of them. Like, I mean, we got more Taki than anybody. But I was like, I don't know who I'm going to go for. And then we see the other members. I'm like, oh, no. Now we have other members to balance off, too. I'm like, I don't know who's going to be my bias.
There was someone else who stood out to me.
Was it one of the other members? So we have Yuma.
It was not one of the 4 I know.
Okay. Joe, the one who looks like Nikki? Harua?
It might have been Joe.
Might have been Joe. And then Maki.
I know, it was the person in the white blazer.
White blazer? 1 second. We're just gonna let this play real quick. It might have been Joe. If it wasn't Joe, then I think it was Harua. Ignore my stomach sounds. That is my stomach making very weird noises. Yep, the ears. It's Joe.
It's Joe.
It's Joe.
So for me, it was Joe and Yuma.
Joe and Yuma. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Sorry, we had to, yeah, I was like, I can recognize by his ears. I was like, he's got the Chanyeol ears. I can recognize that. But,
the Hyungsup ears.
The Hyungsup and the Chanyeol ears. Yeah, but it's always the ears that stick out. We're like, yes, we can point them out. So yes, he's also the one that looks like Nikki. That's how I recognize him the most, but he also has the most distinct ears. But yes, Joe. He is 2004. He's left-handed and he likes cats. So, interesting.
People often call him Poker Face.
But yeah, I honestly, the one who stands out a lot to me is Yuma, but I obviously, always mention the 4 that we do know. So it's honestly gonna be a minute before I think even for me, to decide a bias, honestly. Do we want to do a little 2-in-1 and show you Under the Skin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little surprise. I was not planning to do this, but here we are. We're gonna do &TEAM Under the Skin. Double reaction for you guys. Yay!
Might want to unmute it.
Yep. I just met you. This is crazy.
I haven't heard this song in a hot minute.
So call me maybe. Oh my god. We used to sing that all the time. Oh my god, that was like a bop. That was a big bop.
English.
Inglesia.
Iglesias.
Yeah. Gabriel Iglesias. Excuse you.
Your cat hated that.
He said that was not funny.
That was terrible.
Alright guys, here's a double feature for you guys. Here we go. &TEAM Under the Skin. Like I said, I can recognize K even in the dark. This man's voice is so deep.
Apocalyptic much.
Right.
This gives me Burn It vibes.
Right. I was like, this is very movie-esque and I love it. I'm pretty sure this video and this song is very, like, story-driven.
I could totally see both of them being actors.
Right.
Especially Kay. He's just has, like, so much emotion in his face.
Hey, Joe. The light choreo.
Imagine being the cameraman just getting planted.
Yeah, Yuma. Yeah, he's the one who stood out to me in this one too. I was like, who is this man? And that's Monkey. See, now I'm getting better at names. Yep. Getting bullied. This is where I was like, holy shit, Taki.
Mature Taki.
Right? I was like so surprised. I love this part of the video.
And they're in a shipyard.
Always.
This is the third video we've had today with the shipyard.
It is. Like the
Parkour,
jumping
parkour.
Parker. Yeah, I was like, parkour. I was like, it makes sense being wolves jumping around, running around. Honestly, I think Maki gives me like Jake vibes in like structure of the face. So I was like, oh my god, I love them. I'm like you said, it's that kind of like foreign bone structure that you can tell. By the way, when I say that they remind me of, I'm not comparing in any way. I'm just saying they remind me of them facial structure wise, so it makes it easier to remember who they are. But yeah, this one's very story driven. Poor Kay was getting bullied. I want to know who that man is on the floor. Like, I need to know.
I want to know why Kay isn't in a drama yet.
For real though. EJ. Right, I was like,
And then the guitar kicks in.
right. Like I said, this whole song is like a rock ballad pop song, and I'm like, how the hell? It's so good. Jesus. I have a couple issues with this group, if I'm honest. Nicholas, Yuma, Kay. So far I have at least 3 main issues, so I mean, we'll see what happens.
The power of friendship.
Right, they're like, I got you. Watch this end part.
Ooh.
You remember how Enhypen has the blood altar? Dark Moon, the Grey City.
That's interesting.
The Grey City, yep. There's
And
this.
then we get this weird commercial.
Yeah, so it's like, because remember we were told that, the Hype Japan group, the Anteam, was going to be kind of like the counterpart / rival of Enhypen.
Mm-hmm.
Because whereas like Enhypen's vampires, they're werewolves, they're wolves. So it's like, they're going to be playing in the same universe together here. So it makes sense.
I want to see a collab with them.
Oh my god, I would lose my shit if that happened. But like Enhypen has Dark Moon, the Blood Altar, and that's like the webtoon. Now we have Anteam with Dark Moon, the Grey City. And it's like, ooh, can we just make these like actual series, like TV
Please.
shows? Like I would watch it. We need actor K. Like hello.
Kevin has the main role. Like, look at his acting in this video.
Right. I was like, holy shit. But now you understand how I felt. I was like, the first time I was listening, I was like, because it's a rock pop ballad. And I'm like, how?
And this was their debut.
And this was their debut.
It's a strong debut.
Right? I'm like, how are you gonna come out this strong? Like, oh no.
You're rookies.
Like, I cannot.
Rookies don't act like rookies anymore.
They don't. I swear, the rookies are not rookies. And I'm like, between the choreo, their singing, their like everything was so good. Their acting, just like I love how story driven this was. And then like I said, when you compare it to their next video with Centiview, that one was just all choreo.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, they're amazing dancers. As we already knew, like Kay, we already knew he was gonna be he was already amazing dancer on Island. But seeing the other members too, like really come into their own as dancers. And obviously Nicholas too, because he was a b-boy prior. But just seeing them all come together and be like credible dancers, like yes. And I'm really loving this group already, and I'm like, oh no, like, you know how bad we are with naming groups and like remembering faces, especially for the Japanese groups.
Mm-hmm.
I already have like the majority of them down.
Yeah.
Well, we already knew 4 going in. So 4,
So
it was
helps.
like, yeah.
It's kind of cheating.
Yeah, that was kind of cheating. We had at least 4 out of the 9, so that's about half down. And then the other ones, like I said, Maki has very distinct features. We can point him out. We both pointed out Yuma. So it's like, he stands out a lot, and his facial features are very, like, strong as well. Joe, we can tell by his ears. So that's another 3. So that's 7, so there's only 2 that we're still, like, on. So I'm like, but for only having 2 songs and for only checking him out once, basically.
It's weird to get a group down this early.
Yeah, usually, I mean, unless it's a small group or unless it's like one where everybody's very, very, like, extremely distinct every time, we really, on the first try, we're like, it's a lost cause trying to remember who's who. Usually that's why we end up picking one member. We're like, okay, you stood out. Who are you?
What's your name? Let me learn your name and then I'll learn the others.
Eventually I'll branch out. But yeah, no, I absolutely adore them, and it's only their debut. Like, the first 2 songs.
It literally does not seem like a debut. It seems like a comeback like 2 years from
Right,
now.
it feels like they've been out for a while, and it's just been like a minute since we've seen them. So I'm just so ready for this group. I'm so ready to see where their story's gonna go and how it's gonna tie into the universe with Enhypen and how Enhypen stories are like. Because we already have questions about Enhypen's story and how it's gonna tie into everything. So, and in Drunk Dazed, we got a glimpse of Kay and EJ as the wolves. So we knew that was gonna happen.
They literally gave us a teaser.
They gave us
under
a
our
teaser
nose.
right there at the very beginning of Drunk Days. So it's like, how are they gonna tie in? Like, it honestly looks like they're rivals. Because
That'd be interesting.
remember too in is it Tame Dashed where they're we got to see them fully in their rugby outfits, and in this, especially in Under the Skin, you see them with their rugby outfits. So it's like I think they're rival schools and rival teams.
It's like Monster High,
right?
But like a more mature Monster High.
And it makes sense because one's wolves, one's vampires, so they're gonna be rivals either way. But I love that. I love this universe that they're creating with it, and I'm like, I'm here for it. But yeah.
I'm so excited for more.
Finally got her to check it out. Yay!
We totally should have been watching their pre-debut stuff from the beginning.
I know. Like, we said we were gonna watch and Audition, and we just never did. And then when they were dropping the music videos for and Audition, we never watched those either. They were on our list, and I was like, I want to hold off until they're actually a debut, because I don't want to give myself any spoilers. And then we just never did.
Just like the KK fellas, we gotta watch their pre-debut stuff too.
Oh my god, especially now that we've seen them live. Oh my god, yeah. Interesting, very interesting. Anything else you want to say for this?
No, I'm good.
Alright guys, well we hope you enjoyed this, surprise double feature that we weren't planning on doing, but we did. Go give these boys all the love and support. We're super excited to see where their journey is going to take them. We'll leave a link to our Patreon, Instagram, and our Twitter down below in the description box so people can check us out. It really helps us out so much. Seriously, sport means the absolute world to us. Welcome to all of our new space. You guys are seriously amazing. We love you. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.